Hello and welcome. I hope you're well. Today I have two brochures that I'd like to read to you, and these are local brochures that I found. So the first one we're going to look at is South Australia's Hop On Hop Off Winery Tours, and this covers the Barossa Valley and McLaren Vale and Hahndorf and the Hills. This brochure says you'll fall in love with McLaren Vale. Just 40 minutes south of Adelaide, McLaren Vale boasts a spectacular mix of the old and the new, set in a lush coastal location. Wine. These days McLaren Vale is as much known for its newer wine styles, such as Savagnies and Barbera, as it is for the more traditional Shiraz, Grenache and Cabernet Sauvignon. Food. Whether it's a grazing platter of local produce, fine dining, or one of the numerous cafes and bakeries in the township, there are options to suit every taste and budget. Freedom. We are proud to give you McLaren Vale as though you were driving yourself. Join us in the city or within the region and hop on or off along our trail as you please. Prices. So, tours depart Adelaide the city and return on weekdays for $59.95 per person. They depart Adelaide City, return on weekends for $69.95 per person. And they depart within region, full day ticket, $44.95 per person. Prices are correct as of the 1st of March 2018 and are subject to change. Explore the world famous Barossa Valley. Just an hour away from Adelaide lies Barossa Valley, Australia's best and most renowned wine region. Wine. With over 150 wineries, 550 grape-growing families and some of the oldest vines in the world, it's no wonder Barossa stands as one of the world's great wine regions. Our trail features a variety of the region's best offerings, whether it's Maggie Beer's must-visit shop/cafe, the wood-fired pizzas at Saltram, the bakeries and cafes at Anguston and Tanunda. We have you covered. Freedom. We are proud to give you Barossa Valley as though you were driving yourself. Join us in the city or within the region and hop on or off along our trail as you please. And then they have the prices listed, which are also the same as the previous prices down here, so the same sort of prices. And down here's a nice picture. It says book now for current operating days and hours as well as the latest timetables. And then they have an online address you can go and have a look at yourself. Next page. Immerse yourself in the majestic Adelaide Hills. Just 30 minutes up the freeway, Hahndorf and its surrounds feels a world away from the hustle and bustle of Adelaide City. Wine. From Shaw and Smith's Australia's Best Shiraz Award at the London International Wine Challenge to the iconic and eminently drinkable sparkling rosé from Bird in Hand, you'll taste a wide range of Australia's best and most memorable wines. Food. From Hahndorf's authentic German pubs and cafes to the fine dining offered at the Lane Vineyard or the cheesemongers and chocolate factory at Woodside, our trail makes the most of the region's delectable offerings. Freedom. We are proud to give you Hahndorf and Adelaide Hills as though you were driving yourself. Join us in the city or within the region and hop on or off along your trail as you please. And once again, the prices are the same as the other page. So you can choose whether you like to see the McLaren Vale, the Barossa Valley, or the Adelaide Hills. So you have a bit of a choice there. There's a nice picture here of a couple sitting in the hills, in the Adelaide Hills, enjoying some wine, and it looks like possibly a cheese platter just overlooking the Adelaide Hills. philosophy is simple. We aim to make it easy, fun, safe and affordable to visit South Australia's outstanding wine destinations. We offer all of the flexibility and enjoyment of driving yourself without the risks of drink driving or the compromise of having a designated driver. Our comfortable buses collect from a central Adelaide CBD location, pickup also available within the regions. We then follow a select circuit all day, visiting 10 to 15 wineries on a loop, where you are free to hop on or off as you please throughout the day. We follow a timetable and loop along the full circuit until the late afternoon, arriving back in the city around 5:30 p.m. Each circuit takes approximately 50 to 60 minutes to complete, giving you plenty of time to sample each venue's wares before hopping forth once more. City to return tickets. It's best to book in advance via our website. Alternatively, we accept credit card payments on board the bus, which you can join at any of the stops along our circuit, subject to seating availability. Touring your way in a nutshell. Collection and return from Adelaide CBD or within the region itself. Regular timetable you can rely on. Hop on or off at any stop along the way. Stay as long as you like at any stop. Maximise your wine budget. No need for drink driving or designated drivers. Amazing food options to suit all tastes and budgets. World-class wines, spectacular scenery, unforgettable cellar door experiences. And I absolutely agree that the scenery is beautiful out there. Anywhere in the Adelaide Hills, it's lush, it's green, it's beautiful. And it's really nice to see all the vineyards and to see how busy our farmers are being out there, constantly just maintaining all this beautiful produce. And the other brochure that I have to share with you is a place called Hahndorf, which is in the South Australian hills. Let's have a look. Oh, we have a map, a very large map. So this is Hahndorf, and this is the main street. And when you come into Hahndorf, so Hahndorf is a town that was established in 1839. When you come in, you usually come from this direction. This is coming from Adelaide, and then you'll drive in here, and most people will choose somewhere to park their car, and then they park their car somewhere, and then they'll walk up and down the entire street because it's absolutely beautiful and stunning to look at. Now, it doesn't take very long to walk the whole length of the street, but I suggest you give yourself a good hour to go one way and then a good hour to go in the other direction so that you can travel on both sides of the road. There are also many little side streets and some beautiful areas in the back streets here, and they're also really worth walking and having a look at. I have also stayed in Hahndorf before, and I had a bicycle, so I was able to ride my bike in the back streets, and that was really good fun. So some of the places that you will see here is Hahndorf Old Mill, the Pioneer Gardens, the German Arms Hotel, St Michael's Church, the Hahndorf Academy, Alec Johnston Park, the Hahndorf Inn, the bus park in the back, Hahndorf Mini Golf, Heritage Walk. There's some churches, Barenberg Farm, Hahndorf Farm Barn, and I've just realised I actually just having a look at where I actually said that wrong before. So this is Adelaide. Adelaide starts on the other side. My apologies. This is where you come in here, towards Mount Barker, so that's travelling away from the city. So this area here is travelling away from the city, and this is usually where most people enter and come into Hahndorf. So my apologies for that. That was I said that wrong before. Hahndorf, collect your free village trails and activities, guides plus great knowledge from our visitor centre on arrival. Vibrant village atmosphere, stunning history and heritage walking and cycling trails. Sir Hans Hyson's studio and home, the Cedars. Boutique breweries, wineries and distillery. Wide choice of accommodation options. And I have seen that there are a lot of hotels and motels that you can stay in, but especially motels. Most people drive into Hahndorf and then they'd like to stay there for a few nights because it's such a beautiful town. Exceptional restaurants and cafes, superior artisan offerings, art galleries and museums, 130 plus retail outlets, family activities, produce tasting. So let's have a look at these first 2 pages. Be charmed. The winding road beckons you on, each corner revealing a new delight and a promise of more to come. In a matter of minutes, the pace and noise of the city are forgotten, swept aside by the many charms of the Adelaide Hills. Corduroy vineyards intersect with rambling forests, steep ridges yield to rolling hills. You can lose yourself in a secluded spot or find yourself captivated by the rural chic in a cultured landscape, community spirit and a place with soul. This is Hahndorf. Whether you come to Hahndorf regularly or have been only once before or are considering a visit for the very first time, you will always receive a warm welcome, a friendly smile, memorable service and made to feel a part of this inspiring place. Allow yourself to be absorbed by the colour, sounds and ambience of Australia's most visited Germanic settlement, only 20 minutes from Adelaide. Hahndorf is only 20 minutes from Adelaide and a great place to base yourself. Why not stay here? Artists and artisans flourish here as they always have. Galleries abound from the immense cultural legacy of Sir Hans Hyson's home, the Cedars, to grassroots private galleries and the wonderful Hahndorf Academy. Winemakers take inspiration from the landscape, producing cool climate wines with soul and a sense of place. Cheese and chocolate, beer, even bread and jam are made the old-fashioned way, with hands and heart. You can satisfy your appetite in our Germanic pubs, plus take a gourmet approach in a sophisticated restaurant, cafe, bakery or picnic with local produce. Collect your free themed village guides from our visitor centre on arrival. So this here is a really good example of the main street. So you can see that it's just a two-way street. In Australia, we drive on the left-hand side, so coming in here, and then you would be leaving on this side. And on both sides of the street, there's always these beautiful, gorgeous trees. And if you get to go in autumn, the colours of the leaves are gorgeous. And also a lot of the buildings are old Germanic style buildings, so they're really beautiful to look at. And here you can see another photo of the big old historic buildings. Historic snapshot. The Paramount Aboriginal people inhabited this area long before European settlement. They called it, I'm going to mispronounce this, so I apologise, Bukatila, meaning deep pool, with the Onkaparinga River sustaining life and providing abundant food sources. Hahndorf's claim to national significance is that it was the first settlement in Australia planned specifically for non-British immigrants and is the oldest German town in Australia. Our European founders emigrated from the eastern provinces of Prussia to escape religious persecution because of their staunch Lutheran beliefs. The majority of Hahndorf's 54 founding families were passengers aboard the Zebra, the third ship of Lutheran immigrants to arrive in South Australia in 1838. The ship's master, Captain Dirk Hahn, helped his passengers to achieve their goal of settling together as a community, to farm and worship their God as they wished. He helped to secure the use of 240 acres of bushland, rent-free for a year, a deed rewarded by the settlers in naming the town Hahndorf, Hahn's Town, in honour of their helpful captain. It was a hard road to Hahndorf for the founding families, having to walk the hills from Port Adelaide, carrying all their possessions. The first group arrived in March 1839, clearing the bush and planting vegetables, which the women carried in baskets attached to yokes across their shoulders to sell in Adelaide. In 1840, a Lutheran church was built of wattle and daub with a thatched kangaroo grass roof, a spiritual and physical centre of the village. Surveyed as a Hahndorf farm village, the original crude huts soon gave way to stone cottages, red gum barns, and the characteristic Fachwerk half-timbered Germanic houses now considered the best examples of this type of construction in Australia. Today's Hahndorf has come a long way since Captain Dirk Hahn arrived in South Australia in 1838 aboard the ship Zebra with 188 Prussian migrants, supplies, and 40,924 bricks. Wow, that's a lot of bricks to be bringing over from Germany to Australia. 40,924 bricks. The town is now a declared state heritage area, a vibrant centre for tourism, whilst retaining the charm of its heritage roots.